time for good. So walk us through this. What effect does daylight saving time have on our health?
Well, in a few days after we transition to daylight saving time, there are actually higher numbers of fatal car accidents, heart attacks, and strokes.
Make sure y'all subscribe to Bro Sanchez TV, man. It's live and official right now.
And I've also heard that the stock market also tends to be more volatile.
I'm also going to put the link to the description of the video below.
Problems are in part due to us losing hours of sleep in the few days following the transition, but it's also due to having a circadian misalignment, which means our internal biological clocks being out of sync.
To people that's saying they don't watch the news, that's a tragedy. Because this lady right here is saying a bunch of real stuff. And I'm saying that out of my mouth, and I don't care that it's on the news. This woman here know what she's talking about. She know what she's talking about.
Health problems and performance problems are in part due to
it's all about reading in between the parables or reading in between the lines. A lot of times in my videos I speak with parables and underlining messages or metaphors or different scenarios. You have to read in between the things I'm saying or not saying.
That's very important. Your circadian rhythm determines your entire emotional state. From the moment you wake up to the end of that night, man. That's why people say that you sleep on the wrong side of the bed. The way you get up out the bed and the energy that you start with, that's your accelerated force. Mm-hmm. That's called ignitive energy. The ignition energy in the car with the spark plug and shit, like the part of the car that's dealing with its acceleration and it even sparking and igniting, the start power, things dealing with starting, right? That's going to determine the car's whole driving rhythm and shit, efficiency. Like, it's so important that we awaken certain ways. And the whole concept of a fucking alarm clock is the devil. Hey, don't you know when you're disrupted up?
With this representation right here, this is what lets us further know that we are no longer in the past. We are no longer in the present, but we are in the future, going further into that wormhole, as I might say. You say, what's a wormhole? Because we're going down someplace, or they're taking majority of the people down a certain path that majority of people don't know what's at the other end of it. So when they talk about the saving daylight savings and making it permanent, so in retrospect they are giving us, they are speeding up the time of life. You know why? Because they want to take us into the future way faster than how long it's taking now. And the reason that being is because we have more and more people like Bro Sanchez here is waking up larger and larger groups and populations of people. And we are also creating our own sub-content of the same type of theories. And we are spreading a certain message out here that cannot be stopped. So in return, since they know that it's only inevitable for us to eventually come to a point, a peak where we all meet up at some type of same conclusion of the information that we have gathered, and we start to look, we start to point our finger in only one direction. So this is why they want to speed up time and take us into the future faster, so more people, so the less people will be able to wake up quicker, because they know it's still a large amount of people that is not necessarily at the point where a lot of us were less than a few of us are at now. And when I say that, I mean probably less than 50,000 of us are thinking a certain type of way. And 50,000 may be pushing it. But I said less than 50,000 of us people in this world today as the United States are thinking a certain way completely outside of the government way or system of living.
Out of your sleep with a loud ringing noise, that's not good for our neurological health. That's not good for our circadian rhythm. You gotta think, humans are used to waking up very slow with the sun creeping on their skin little by little. And then they start hearing the birds chirping, very subtle, peaceful sounds and shit. And you enter a new type of human where it's heavy traffic, horns honking, trains going, guns shooting, ambulance siren, police siren, alarm clock blaring off. Y'all don't understand that pollution don't just exist on a physical level.
I know this for a fact because they have some of these sub creator type games where you, or city sim type builder games where you build cities, and then come to find out they have noise pollution, and they have air pollution, and they have water pollution. And this is what I was saying, this is how I know we in the future, and this is why I have illustration of gaming, because there's a lot of the stuff that they present to us in a game fashion that a lot of people don't take awareness to as far as our environment that we live in. Majority of us live in areas that the air is polluted, the water is polluted for some type of way, or we have a lot of noise pollution.
There's something called sound pollution, audio pollution.
Exactly.
And
distorts our thinking.
Go into your mouth, it's what go into your eyes, your ears, even into your aura. Vibrations are being passed all the time. Once we stop being attached to this invisible part of our reality, we start losing that spiritual warfare. The people that's manipulating the unseen world, the vibratory world, that's making decisions to affect your circadian rhythm, that's making decisions to affect the way your body distributes certain hormones, these are the gods. These are the gods. Make no mistake about it. You don't even know why God makes certain decisions that he make and how it affect you to a person like me come breaking.
Shout out to Bro Sanchez, man. Bro Sanchez TV. Top flight. You heard me? Yes, sir.
That they say about God, that he just work in mysterious ways.
Stupid.
Exactly. Don't nothing happen in a mysterious way. Only thing that is mysterious is when people are trying to mislead or manipulate you. They don't want to let you know what the left hand is doing while the right hand is moving.
Biological clocks being out of sync with our outside environments.
So when you wake up in the morning going forward after daylight saving time,
and she basically telling you your body ain't synced up with natural time. You on go.
Exactly. So just like in a lot of my videos that we're not living the natural way of living. So if we're not living it as far as sound wise, visually, mentally, or food wise, as far as how much negative type of materials or substances we put in our body, all of that is a form of pollution. So we're not living by the natural rhythm of life, which they call it the circadian rhythm. And so a lot of people don't, I didn't necessarily know about that as a whole, the circadian rhythm. And this is why I tune into Bro Sanchez, because he enlightens a lot of people on things that you may not would be able to sync up with certain different events that's happening in the world, past, present, and in the future. So it's only a few of us that are actually thinking about the 5, the 10, the 15, 20 years from now.
boring time. You live in a matrix. Your body, even though, listen,
We
man,
live in
let
a
me tell
matrix,
you
man.
something real quick.
It's based on my videos.
Everything
I'm in the
about
future.
our existence is a fucking lie.
You heard
And
me?
what I'm telling you, it's a lie on a macroscopic level. It's a lie on a microscopic level.
Micro and macro.
The cells inside of your goddamn body getting lied to by false astrologers that's fucking with your circadian rhythm. Listen what I'm telling you. They ain't just lying to you. They lying to every fucking cell in your body.
And this is...
They're lying to your neurological pathways. Oh my! When I'm talking about...
See, this is why I say, when we got people like this that's speaking in a powerful manner and well thought out as far as just being able to put simple shit together, not needed some extravagant homework to do to put it with some other extravagant shit. No, you just need simple syncretism and the know-how to be able to sync things together. And this is why I say when you have people like him that's coming out on the forefront and giving information to 1,000 people, that be able to, and those 1,000 people will be able to share the message in a different way, just like I'm choosing to do. Not just share the video, but I'm giving my perspective of the video as well, and the process of watching and tuning in and learning as I'm giving my perspective. Man, this is like college. This is like we in Harvard. This is what I say. We're not on the same level as a lot of people in it. We on a different level with that awokeness. We don't even think we awoke no more because we don't even never thought we was never alive. So we don't have to be woke anymore. When I know I'm never going to die, how can I ever be woke if I'm always alive? So there's no such thing as waking up or being woke. Once you wake up and realize, you will stop thinking as yourself as being woke and just thinking yourself as being alive, and you're going to always be this everlasting, perpetual energy that's inside of us, which we call the soul now. And this is why they are manipulating the time, the air, the noise with all this pollution. Now we're going to have time pollution. What the fuck? We're going to have, now they're trying to pollute the time of shit, of how they naturally see things going. This is how they got daylight savings, because they seen this is how the natural ecosystem works anyway. So now when they start to manipulate and try to tailor that, they already know certain things are going to be detrimental, but they don't care at this point because they're trying to get to a certain point where everybody needs them, aka to go into the metaverse, where we're going to the future. We're already in the future, so now we're going into the deep future.
Out lying and fractals, nigga.
Make niggas great again. Make niggas like Bro Sanchez great again. You feel me though? Yes, sir.
A deceiver. The devil's so deep with it, he ain't just deceiving you. The devil talking to your cells and communicating with your cells. You don't even know how to communicate with your own cells.
And see, what he's saying by that is, majority of the time, when people have an illness or a sickness, who they go to? The hospital. No, why? Because you can't communicate with your own body to let for your body to let you know what's going on. It's been several instances where I done had complications with my body, and before I had to go to the doctor, I already can like pinpoint, like, okay, this is hernia, or this is this, or this is a that, and then I look it up, and then it'd be the same shit that I just already kind of genuinely got the instinct of my own body telling me this is what it is. So this is what it, you know, that's why I don't need to go to the hospital. I don't need medication, especially man-made medication, because I'm communicating with my inner self to tell me, to be able to tell me if I need to do something more calculated for my health, or if something is complicated going on where it's out of my hands. So if it's something out of my hand, then yes, I'll go to the hospital. I'm not saying I'm some Jehovah Witness and I don't believe in that shit, no. But for as giving me perks and all this other retarded ass shit where people just go there for any fucking excuses, I don't know, I'm not with that shit. They already are polluted medicine. We have a polluted hospital system in general. So now they're going to pollute the time. That's the last thing they needed to pollute was the time. To speed it up. How are we going to live longer if they speeding up time? So if every day that I'm living is goddamn 2 days, how is that making me live longer? Now, if every day I was living was negative 2 days, then I would be living for a long ass time. Because I know every day I live is taking 2 days away from the time that I had already lived. But it's giving me additional days that I lived that I ain't even made it to yet, which is in AKA hours. You're speeding up my death. And once people start to speed up dying, guess what? We're going to get more and more scared of dying because we're going to see the shit is starting to go too fast. Just like time already is going too fast. This is why, like you said, we in a matrix. It's an illusion.
Like the devil literally manipulating you on a macro.
Check my time stamps. Lasso TV, and make sure you like, subscribe, and share Bro Sanchez TV. Make sure you can donate to him as well. Cash App, Bro Sanchez TV, PayPal.
Circadian
right there at the bottom.
Which means our internal biological clocks being out of sync with our outside environments.
Right. So we ain't on natural time.
When you wake up in the morning
polluted.
going forward after daylight saving time, you get those longer evenings, more sunlight then. But when you wake up in the morning, it's darker. So how does that impact us?
Yeah, that's actually a problem for our health because when we have more darkness in the mornings, we're depriving our brains of having an important cue, which is light, to tell us that it's time to ramp up. It's time to...
Imagine your body, watch this. Imagine your body still trying to get rid of serotonin at 12 in the afternoon. You know what this gonna create? A sluggish type of human.
Yep, exactly.
Even the children say that. The children say when they wake up to go to school and it's still dark outside, they days drag by. It's hard to stay woke. It's depressing. It's gloomy.
Yep.
The sun come out, but you inside of the building now.
Yep. Taking us from our natural rhythm of just the
really
cycle of
the way you
nature.
We need the most sunlight when we waking up, because that tell your body to stop sending serotonin.
Close it out there. I'm going to continue to watch it. I just wanted to give a brief perspective of it and start to share more perspective reacting to Bro Sanchez, just in a way to share his content with a shared perspective in a different manner for just how the world is going, and we're no longer in the present day anymore. We're in the future. So if we start thinking, then we in the future, and not thinking, then we on our way to the future, because if you keep thinking we on our way to the future, you'll always think it's just the present time. And it's been real. It's your boy TV, Lestai from the Star 9, and we out.